Hi everyone, it's Tim here. Hope you're all very well. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at 3 very popular shoulder exercises and how to avoid the common mistakes and to optimize your technique. To perform the standing shoulder press exercise correctly, first, let's start off with our stance. Feet at hip width apart, nice and upright posture. From here, let's get into our position. We want to have our elbows just in front of our shoulders instead of having our elbows flared out excessively. This will avoid placing a lot of stress onto the joint. So have your elbows just in front of your shoulders. From here, we want to think about pressing straight up overhead. We want to avoid pressing forward. Think about pressing straight up. If you can't avoid pressing forward, that might mean that you have a slight mobility issue, possibly with your upper spine, the thoracic mobility. Next thing you want to avoid with the standing shoulder press is arching your spine and leaning back, almost turning the movement into an incline press. So we want to avoid this type of posture. So think about staying upright and bracing your midsection. So imagine, so you breathe in, an example I like to give to my clients regarding bracing is imagine you're in a boxing match and there's a punch coming through to your midsection. What are you going to do naturally? You're going to tense, you're going to brace. You're not going to crunch down, you're just going to brace so you're ready to absorb the impact. You don't actually change the spine position, it stays straight, but you brace. Lateral raises, a great exercise to target the medial shoulder, which is the middle section of the shoulder. However, it is often done incorrectly and suboptimally. To perform this exercise, first you want to have your weights by your side, and then from here you want to initiate, you want to lead the raise with your upper arm, not with your hands. So we want to avoid this. Instead, we want to think about lifting with your upper arms, so initiating with your elbows almost. The next thing we want to avoid is raising the weights directly to your side, which is a common mistake again. This will bring in a lot of trap movement, trap involvement, which the primary purpose of this exercise is to train the shoulders, not the trap. So we want to, again, have your arms moving slightly in front of your shoulder. Another thing we want to avoid is to have our elbows fully locked out. We don't want to keep the elbows in this position as we go into the raise. So have a slight bend and go from there. the bent over rear delt dumbbell fly. With this exercise, first, it's important that we hinge at the hips to move down into our position rather than just simply rounding our back. So hips back, down into your position. You want to keep your back almost parallel with the ground. From here, you want to keep a slight bend in your elbows, just like the lateral raise. And then from here, keep the weights in front of you. You want to lift the weights, move your arms back in a controlled way without excessive scapular, shoulder blade movement. Again, initiating with your elbows, with your upper arms, not with your hands. Slight pause at the top, really targeting the rear delt. No shrugging. If you've enjoyed the video and found it beneficial, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for upcoming content.